Welcome back, friends. And if this is your first time, welcome. This is Michigan Crime Time, and I am your host, Jess. I am not an attorney. I am not giving any legal advice, nor am I putting forth any legal conclusions. All persons are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. All comments are my opinion, irregardless of any verbiage that I use. And this is not the official court record. I do want to give a quick warning that today's cases actually do involve domestic violence against children, with brief descriptions of what action was taken against the children. It's not too bad in the overall scheme of things, but I just wanted to give you guys a warning that if that is a problem or a trigger for you, please don't watch this video. It's not worth it. As you may know, many of my videos do get demonetized due to the nature of my videos. I have the links in the description for membership if you'd like to join my circle of friends to help further support this channel. Also is the link for my merch, and I think that's all the links. If you have any hot tips, please feel free to email me. It's jesscarus@gmail.com. JESCARUSS, just my name. I know I need to create a new email address, but that's at gmail.com. You can also find Michigan Crime Time over on Facebook, and that link is in the description as well, as is, I believe, the link for my email. With that being said, let's get over to Judge Middleton and see exactly what was going on.
Well, Mr. Evans, why don't you come up? We'll make them wait rather than you. Good morning, sir. You're Aaron D. Evans. Armand D. Evans. I keep mispronouncing your name. You're Armand Evans, correct?
Actually, Armand.
Armand.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got it wrong 4 times, so I'll see if I get it right.
A lot of people do.
Armand Evans. You didn't have to be at Pastor Bennett's church on Easter Sunday, did you?
No.
You just lived down the street.
Yeah.
I'm glad you weren't there to witness that.
I was in jail with that guy, so I had to witness that.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. In this case, the complaint alleges that on or about April 8th, that you did knowingly or intentionally cause harm to a child. That is a felony punishable by up to 2 years imprisonment. It is commonly known as child abuse in the 3rd degree. You're also charged with 2 counts of domestic violence upon Kiana.
No, I was a different one when I talked to. Slide this forward a little bit so you can hear me. Ready? There you go.
Mr. Holloman, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, just hang tight. Your lawyer, Mr. Gibson, is here with me.
Okay.
Mr. Evans, in this case, they've indicated they're going to dismiss the felony charge for 1 plea to domestic violence. Is that correct?
It is correct. Mr. Gibson also inquired about the DV diversion, and we have no objection to that if he qualifies.
All right. Mr. Evans, domestic violence is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. Could prohibit you from using or possessing a firearm. If you were to plead to that charge, you'll be giving up your right to have a trial. Do you understand? Mr. Holloman, these same rights apply to you. If you do enter that plea, you're giving up your right to have a trial. And if you had a trial, you'd have the right to have it in front of a judge or jury. You would have the right to have an attorney there with you. Mr. Gibson is here with you. He could also hire an attorney of your own choosing if you wished. If you had a trial, you'd have a right to have any of the witnesses for or against you subpoenaed to come to court so they could be questioned under oath. You would have the right to take the witness stand yourself and testify, but you don't have to because you have a right not to testify. And if you did not wish to testify, the judge or jury could not hold your silence against you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Evans, you have the possibility of having this put in a domestic violence treatment program. And if you successfully complete the program, the charge could be taken off of your record and there would be no public record of conviction. Do you understand?
Yes.
We're going to try to determine whether you're eligible for such a program. And if you are, this matter could be what's called deferred or deferred under the domestic violence statute. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Other than what I've said here, did anybody promise you anything to get you to plead to this
No.
or threaten you?
No.
Who is Kiana Evans?
My daughter.
How old is she?
16.
All right. Did you and she get into a disagreement on that day?
Yes, pretty much. Yes.
I'm trying to look for an affidavit or something. Tell me what happened.
She had gotten in trouble with her mom. She had a friend over, so her mom asked me to take her friend home. And then she was like, take Kiana with you because she didn't want to be around Kiana. So we get in the car. I don't remember what it was. I know she was still mad at me because I wouldn't let her go see boys. And she was yelling. We were in the car. She was yelling. And I go to, so I always put my hand up like I'm going to hit her. So she can stop yelling. And she knows I'm not going to hit her because she says, you always threaten me with that. Like, okay, so I go like I'm going to go closer, like I'm really going to hit her, but she smacks my hand down. And then I do it again, she smacks my hand down and punched me in the face. And this was no...
Well, this is an assault and battery. Well, it's an assault without a battery, but okay, go ahead.
She punched me in the face. So I put the car in park and got out. She got out and started to run. I grabbed her. She went down to the ground and I'm yelling at her and, you don't hit me, don't ever hit me. And she takes her leg and kicks me over, flips me over her. I land on the ground. Yeah, and I get back up fast, grab her, and that's when I'm yelling at her again, and then she's got her hands up like this, and then I smack her in the head.
Did the police come while you were there on the street?
No, somebody called the police because we got back in the car to finish taking her friend home, and the cops got us like a...
Where did all this happen?
Like almost right in front of the house.
So over on Canal?
Yes.
All right, I guess I'm satisfied with a DV plea. I need a police report. Have you ever been convicted of any assaultive crime in the past?
No.
All right, well, it sounds like you should be eligible for the deferral.
Looks like he has a criminal history out of Illinois. Sometimes those are hard to decipher what resulted in.
Well, my hope is he's going to be eligible. All right, well, let's pick a date for this.
We did one for May 31st with Mr. Grove.
Yeah, well, if we go to The problem is, are you and your daughter out of the same house?
Yes.
So you're not able to stay at home?
No, not at the moment.
All right, let's go with May 8th. Paul, will that work?
Yes.
You know, when I will be able to.
Probably May 8th. I'm supposed to do at least 10 days.
On the 8th, it looks like I've got something set at 10, and then we did Osmic for 10:30. Then I've got something else set at 11, so maybe 11:30. I don't know if that's available for this.
All right, well, we'll leave it as set at 11 then as soon as you get here.
Okay.
We'll do it. All right, Mr. Evans, thank you for your patience. I will see you on May 8th at 11. I'll need a police report and victim input. Mr. Holloman, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I sure can. Let's go in.
All right, we're on the home stretch. We just took care of that guy that got into a Donnybrook with his daughter. Let's talk about your case.
Yeah, my son's a little bit older now.
Yes. All right, this is Curtis Wayne Holloman. The file number is 23644FY. Mr. Holloman, in your case, the allegation is that on or about April 9th, this is all Easter Sunday, all this stuff is going down, that you assaulted Ethan Holloman, a resident or former resident of your household. You're charged as a third habitual offender, or 5 years in prison, punishable as a fourth offender, which actually makes this punishable by up to 15 years in prison. Prosecutor Robert indicates he has agreed to reduce this to a charge of domestic violence second offense. Is that correct, Mr. Robert?
Yes, it does.
You agree with that, Mr. Gibson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right next to it, so he didn't have to go across the house. Really cool. And then he asked me if I would help him to paint the day before, and we would play basketball instead. And then so Sunday we woke up. I was like, dude, I'll just stay here with you and just paint this. And then he walked away for a minute, and he came back with a bad attitude and started telling me how to do things and what to do things. And I just kept ignoring him until he hit me with one of the paint rollers and dumped my paint on me. And I kind of smacked him back. And then he backed up and started talking a bunch of crap to me, and then started swinging at me. When he hit me in the side of my neck, that's when I punched him in the side of his face.
All right. So you're in jail. This is your father's house?
This is my stepson's father's grandpa or dad. Okay, so I have a stepson and his real dad, that's his dad's house.
All right, well, who owns the house?
Mr. Krantz, Charlie Krantz, that's the grandpa.
All right.
And it's him, and then I'm renting a room for like $550 a month, and then my two boys, they each have their own room.
All right. Well, right now there's a bond condition. You're not to have any contact with Ethan.
I understand that, and I'm moving out of there anyways because I need to go back to work.
Where do you work?
Well, him and I were. This is even what caused this. I lost my job because I couldn't go. I wasn't going to ride it with him to work anymore because he starts crap like that all the time. I already had problems with this once before.
Well, let me ask you a couple of questions. If I let you out of jail, where are you going to go?
I have very good friends right there that offered me to stay. One of my friends is around the corner, but I'm not going to stay there. Dan Briggs, I do woodwork with him. I could put all my stuff there and move. That's a plentiful. And then one of my ex-girlfriends, she had already offered me to stay there for a minute till I get another place. She's been real good with that. So, I work, like I just talked to Dave Brown in Sturgis to do some work for him for Red Rose. So I'm just trying to get back into the flooring, the side of things so that I could just be busy, But I'm
Yeah.
trying to stay away, I'm trying to stay around Three Rivers because of the fact that I do want to, it's been a while since I've been with my son. So like we do get along. We just can't spend that time together, that too much time. It's not good.
Well, I'm not gonna be able to set this for sentencing until May 31st.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that's why I'm asking about the bond.
Yeah. I would definitely go to like, hey, if you want me to do stuff like that, you want some kind of counseling, I think him and my
Well, I just
my
want you
son
to
and I
stay away
need
from your
counseling.
son. May 31st at 11 a.m. I'm gonna reduce the bond
I don't have no money.
to $4,000 PR.
Oh, thank you, sir.
All right, but no contact with Ethan.
I promise you. Other than whenever I go to get my stuff today,
You have to get an agent to get it for you.
that's what I was gonna do. Exactly. I got you. Understand.
All right, May 31st at 11 a.m. You stay in contact with Mr. Gibson.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Holloman, you're good to go.
Thank you, Mr. Milton. Hey, you look really good, man. And it's been a long time, but you do look good.
All right, thank you. Yeah, it's okay. It's not been a long time, but I'll see you on May 31st.
Do you
All
have,
right, sir.
does he have a phone number that he'd be?
Do you have a number where you can be reached?
Yes, sir.
I don't like putting that out on the feed, but we just did it. All right, you get out. I want you to call your lawyer, May 31st at 11 o'clock.
Yes, sir. Thank you very, very much. God bless you.
Thank you.
They might need to go back to kindergarten and learn it's not okay to put your hands on other people, especially children. You don't hit your kids. You don't act like you're going to hit your kids. Honestly, that is the psychological abuse has a longer lasting impact than physical. Physical wounds heal. Psychological things, they stick in your brain. Anyways, Chimagwitch, thank you for watching. And we will see you next time.